Hello, this is Tim from Two Blokes from Blighty, and before we get into today's episode, we are going to hear a short message from our lovely friends over at Talking Smack, Josh and Alex. Take it away, gang.
Love these guys.
Hey Josh, I'm finally ready to do something fun every Wednesday.
Alex, finally, we're going to talk superheroes, movies, animation, comics, and much, much more, right?
Yes, but we're also going to talk Star Trek.
Make it so, my friend. Catch Talking Smack every Wednesday on your podcatcher of choice. We will see you there, smackheads.
God, love those two.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I operate through space and time. I infiltrate every part of your mind. Under my influence, I'm completely subliminal. I'm bigger than biblical. I propel every criminal. Welcome back to Two Blokes from Blighty. I am Joey. I am joined as ever by my dashing co-host, Tim. How are you doing, Tim?
I'm feeling round. I've just eaten.
Oh, I was just about to say you look like you've lost weight. Looking good.
You're the second person who said that to me this week.
Must be true.
Positive.
Well, you've been doing good things.
Been doing keto. It's full of vegetables. It's about it.
Full of fun?
No. I mean, I don't think it's any secret. I very much have a sweet tooth. And we're not allowed sweet things on keto, really. So
Not sweet enough, Tim.
Damn right.
Mwah.
Yeah. Cool. What about you, Joey? You good?
Yeah, I'm all right. This feels like a funny one. We're to a little peek behind our game club curtain. We are planning around Tim's holiday, which I'm sure we'll speak about very soon because it's a pretty massive one.
It's a pretty big one.
Thinking about two blokes, and we worked out that it's not this one, but the next one. Tim will be in Japan when you hear that, but we'll get a couple of guests on. We'll carry on with two blokes.
Yeah.
They'll be from Blighty, so they'll still be technically true, but I'm guessing none of them will have shat on a toilet seat.
No, probably not.
But I'll ask them.
That's now going to be a requirement to be on this.
Yeah, so the two people that we've approached and have said yes, if you're listening, and I hope you are,
get shitting.
Get shitting. Tim, any advice for that? Fiber intake, up it, down it? How are you feeling?
As much as possible.
Absolutely shed loads of fiber.
Yeah, and you also need to be absolutely hanging from the previous night.
Okay, cool. And any type of toilet seat will do.
Any type, as long as it closes completely. So the other drink I can recommend to have in preparation for this is a cider. I don't know if it exists still, called Wasp Blood.
Sounds
and
awful.
That was the last drink I can remember having that night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Tim, we always start in the same way. Let's start a pub quiz question.
Pub quiz question of the week. Not a jingle. That's a sound effect at best.
What we have there is a fucking jingle, Tim.
As always with pub quiz of the week, Joey is going to be asked several questions until he can't answer one, and then that is going to be our pub quiz question of the week. Right. Question 1, Joey. What country would you find the capital city of Bangkok?
Thailand.
That is Thailand. What is the capital of Canada?
Oh, fuck, I know this. Ontario?
Not Ontario. I'm going to give you 2 more guesses.
Fuck,
and that should really narrow it down because there's about 3 cities in Canada.
Calgary? No, it's not Calgary. No, that's not one of my guesses.
That's our guess. Your hand was still on the page. It's like a choose your own adventure.
I know the answer there.
Come on.
I can't think of anywhere other than Vancouver, and it's not Vancouver.
You got this.
Oh, Quebec?
It's not Quebec.
We're
going to come back.
I know this. Fuck, I know this fucking answer.
Do you want one more guess, and then we'll come back to the end of the episode if not?
Yes, give me another guess.
Okay.
So I think it. I googled it. I know the answer is Ottawa.
Brilliant. Okay.
I knew Ottawa. I don't know. I know it purely because they talk about it in South Park, and they say Ottawa funny. They go Ottawa,
Ottawa.
Ottawa.
What country's capital is Nairobi and is famous for its wildlife national parks, including the Masai Mara?
Kenya.
It is Kenya. In what
Nice.
European city would you find the Acropolis, an ancient citadel UNESCO World Heritage Site?
Rome.
Not Rome. Do you want one more?
I don't think you can give me one more after I cheated on Ottawa.
Go on, one more. It's fine.
What was the thing called?
The Acropolis.
Acropolis. I was thinking Necropolis, but I think I might have been playing too much Baldur's Gate with you.
I think so too. Which we
then
didn't
the
talk about last week, by the way.
Necropolis. Didn't we? Oh, there's something to add to the running order this week then.
Yeah.
I think that is Athens.
It is Athens. You're
Fucking
on your
right.
last geography question. And then we're going to move on to a different section.
Dear.
What is the capital of Russia?
Moscow.
It is Moscow. Right. Next question section. I've got so many to pick from, and they all look shit now, and I'm panicking. What is the largest species of big cat?
The largest species of big cat. The lion.
It's not the lion. I'm not going to give you any more because you've already had a lot of buys this week.
Yeah. Big cat. Oh, well, there you go. I wouldn't have got it. Wouldn't get it. Anyway, nice. Tim,
Yep.
This episode, we're recording it quite late. The 16th we're recording. It goes out on 3 days time, the 19th. What day is that?
3 days. That is the 19th. That's the start of my holiday.
Yeah, but what day of the week?
Oh, I should probably know this. Oh, Wednesday.
Ah, it's Wednesday.
Tim and Joey talking loud. Holidays that make them proud. Calendar check every week. Which day holds the peak? Valentine's is on a pivot. Christmas Eve sometimes hits it. New Year's Eve can be found smiling on a Wednesday round. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Time to shake the mood. Celebrate whatever's there. Make the middle week a fair.
It is Wednesday the 19th, my fucking dudes.
My
Tim,
dude.
what am I going to do when you're not here? I'm going to have to change that jingle because it says Tim and Joey talking loud.
Put a text-to-speech thing just really awkwardly over my name.
What, like I did with the I'm Just Tim?
Yeah.
That wasn't text-to-speech, that was just
That
your
was me.
voice. I might just use the old one, where it's watch him Wednesday, watch him, dude. Watch him Wednesday.
God,
watch
yeah.
him, dude.
I've fucking repressed that or something.
I've got 4 days for you.
Hit
None
me.
of them particularly exciting. One of them I think should win. Whether it will or not is, up to you, as always. Tim, National Lash Day,
Lash Day.
as in eyelashes.
Oh, okay.
That one good for you?
No.
Your eyelashes look fabulous, Tim.
I have been told by many a lady that they're pretty jealous of my eyelashes. I have very long eyelashes for a guy.
Have they told you that they're jealous of your dick as well?
No.
Yeah, that's pretty long for a lady too. National Vet Girls Rise Day.
Vet Girls Rise Day.
It's veterans, female veterans, and it basically celebrates 2 million US veteran women.
As opposed to veterinarians.
As opposed to veterinarians, which I thought it was.
Right, okay.
Mm.
Sure, yeah.
National Arabian Horse Day.
Have I ever shown you my favourite animal that starts with the word Arabian?
The fact that you have one, Tim, shouldn't surprise me, but it does.
Have you ever seen an Arabian sand boa?
No.
I'm gonna get a picture of it. It's like someone drew a snake from memory, but with their non-dominant hand. Let me ping this over to you. There you go. There you go.
Let's have a look. Oh, That's
So-
so cute.
It's got a really derpy face, and its eyes are like on the top of its head, pointing upwards. And from an evolutionary level, it's because like it buries itself in the sand, so it wants to be able to see out, but it looks really dumb.
That's so cute. If it was an Arabian boa day, I'd be well
Any
up for
day.
it. Every day. It's funny because the last picture that we sent in the chat was the final boss from Monster Hunter, and then you've got
Shara
this stupid little
Esmeralda.
snake underneath. So National Arabian Horse Day, just celebrating Arabian horses. And then
Cool.
finally, Tim, National Mint Choc Chip Ice Cream Day.
Do love mint choc chip.
Now that is the kicker, because a lot of people, it's a very polarizing flavour.
Yeah, a lot of people get a chip on their shoulder about it, and I just dip it in mint.
Well done, Tim. Well done.
Yeah.
I was once at work, and someone was on a video call with someone in their team, and they had their headphones on because I could only hear one side of the conversation. And he said very loudly in a very crowded office, "You want to get that chip off your shoulder and have it with some mayonnaise." And I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" But he was very northern. He was like, imagine Alex saying that. It was good fun.
There was someone at my work the other day who, and I heard this on a call to a customer, just said, "I can't speak on behalf of all fraudsters, but
But I wish I could.
I wish
I
could."
represent the union.
Yeah.
Tim, which one of those days do you want?
I mean, I want mint choc chip day. I know there's more morally important ones there, but man, I just like mint choc chip.
Yeah, good. Okay, cool. So, how do you want people to celebrate February 19th, National Mint Choc Chip Day?
Go get some mint choc chip ice cream, and if you don't like it, go buy it for someone. Make them sick.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Cool. Tim's advice: make them sick.
Did you know that if you work at Ben and Jerry's in the States, you as a part of their benefits, they will give you up to 3 pints of ice cream a day.
Day?
A day.
A day?
A day.
That's not right.
No, it's true. I'm not joking.
A day?
I will look
That's,
it up
that's
right now.
too, like, Ben and Jerry's is nice. That's too much ice cream.
Ben and Jerry's
Is
3
the
pints
point-
a day.
That's in exchange for 3 pints of blood. You have to give them as much blood as you get ice cream.
What are the best parts about working at Ben and Jerry's brackets beside the 3 pints per day? And this is from the Ben and Jerry website.
That's too much. Too much.
Can you imagine if it was compulsory?
That's
You're not allowed to leave the factory until you eat your 3 pints, but no, please, no more.
It's like
You like your
um,
job, don't you?
Did you ever hear that thing about the Cadbury factory? And it's basically you can have as much chocolate as you like, and it's to encourage people to stop stealing chocolate.
Is that true?
I don't know. Well, we know someone who works at the Cadbury factory.
Yeah, I might
So
ask him about that.
Can you ask him while we record and see what the answer is?
Give me a second.
Okay, I'll give you a second. I'll keep talking so I don't have to edit that bit while you do
Yeah,
it.
of course. Where is he?
So, yeah, the idea was that people were stealing it and it was unaccounted for. And the rumor I heard was that you can now take home as much chocolate as you want from the Cadbury factory, so long as you declare it. So I'm not sure whether it's based in fact or not. I know that if you go to the head office bit, like the corporate bit of the Cadbury factory, they have bowls with all the chocolate for free at the front, and people just walk in, take some, and leave without having an appointment there.
I've heard the employees lick them first.
I've heard that too, and that's not the worst that they do.
All right, hang on. We're getting a live response right now.
Oh, are they typing?
They're typing. I've sent a message saying, "Is it true that Cadbury let you take as much choc as you want from the factory to deter stealing?"
We're not revealing who it is because they might not want their workplace doxxed.
They've said, "Nope. In fact, if we're caught taking chocolate, we are fired."
Oh, well, I've put a.
So what I'm hearing is you can do it once.
So what I'm hearing is apply for a job at Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah.
There's another one that's. Did you know they're not? I don't think they're the best company in the world. Brewdog. If you work at Brewdog and you get a dog, you get paternity leave.
What?
Yeah.
Shame about the company right now, but yeah.
I don't actually know what's wrong with them, but
So the CEO has come up with a big old statement saying that he doesn't think there should be like the work-life balance. He doesn't think that essentially people should have as much free time as they currently do. and wants
Okay.
people to work longer for not an increase in pay.
Okay. Well, studies have shown it should be the opposite way round.
Correct.
I
I am very much in favor of a 4-day week.
mean, we all are, apart from our employers. What would you like to talk about now, Tim? Let's talk about your trip.
Yeah, so Japan.
I imagine we'll talk about it a bit next week as well.
Yeah, I guess so. So by the time the audience is hearing this, I will not quite be on my flight to Japan, but it will be the next day.
Depends when they listen, Tim. Don't assume that everyone listens live.
Day one, or you're not a loyal fan.
Day one, or revoke your
Get out of our
membership.
fucking Discord.
Let's not say that. Tim's views do not reflect those of the Game Club podcast.
Yeah, no, we've got Japan. We have about 16 hours of travel. That's, I think, including layover time, and we're still trying to work out if we need to recheck our bags at Beijing, but we'll see.
Who knows?
Yeah.
2 weeks in Japan with no luggage whatsoever is easily doable, right?
Not for a man of my shape.
Stature is what you should say.
No, shape. Definitely ball.
All right, cool. After my compliments earlier.
Think Kirby, but now put hair on it, and you've got me.
Oh, I'm sure you can get Kirby flashlights if you're interested, listener.
Move swiftly on, because we've already talked about this far longer than I'm comfortable with.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, what that mouth do.
Carry on, Tim.
I mean, obviously it hasn't happened yet, but we have plans in place. I would rather talk about them after.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think, in case stuff doesn't work out. Yeah, we got lots of fun stuff planned. I'm going to be posting on my Instagram for the first time in a fucking century.
Ooh, Tim, do you want people to follow your Instagram?
If you want, at Wembembo and everything. I don't do anything mostly, but I'm going to be Instagramming the shit out of this holiday.
Nice. That sounds good.
Yeah, maybe TikTok as well, at Wembembo.
And at game.club.pod.
Yeah, but we haven't posted.
Yeah, but maybe we should.
We probably should.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Any specific things you're doing that you want to talk about?
What are we doing?
So you're not staying in one place, are you?
No, I mean we're doing a big figure eight. We're landing in Tokyo. We're spending a few days in Tokyo, and then we're going down to the Kansai region. We're stopping in Kyoto for a night, then Osaka for 2 nights. One of those days that we're in Osaka, we're also going to Kobe, and then
Where the beef is.
Where the beef is.
Nice. Are you getting some beef?
Absolutely. We're booked in for this restaurant, which looks amazing. And the idea is that they, in each meal, they prepare 5 pieces of Wagyu beef in different ways. So, like, different seasoning, different cuts, different ways that it's cooked, all sorts of stuff. So the idea is that each time you go to a Kobe beef restaurant, you can be like, I like my Kobe this way. And they'll just do it for you that way.
Cool.
That's fucking great. That's a real business model.
Yeah, that's good.
So we've got that, and then we're back up to Tokyo for a day or 2. I think we actually end up back in Tokyo on World Pokemon Day.
You end up in Pokio.
We end up in Tokyo for World Pokemon Day.
Nice.
I like Pokemon number 420.
Blaze it.
Blaze them on. Blaze it in. And then we are down to Kamakura, which is like the nearest beach sea town to Tokyo. And what you'll find is, if you've seen the giant bronze Buddha statue in Japan, it's that one. We're going there. And then we're into Hakone that night, which is a hot spring town. So we're booked into onsen. And then we're back up to Tokyo to spend about 4 or 5 days up there before flying back out to England. I forgot the name of the place we live.
And do you have a stop off on the way home?
Yeah, we're going via Beijing again.
Yeah.
Remember,
find out whether you need to check in your bags.
Very important. Do you remember when we were doing the travel agent? I pointed you to the Henna Hotel, the one with the velociraptors.
Are you staying there?
We're staying there for one night.
Holy shit!
Yeah, we're gonna get checked in by velociraptors.
That's pretty cool.
That's neat. I hope there's the weird hand sanitization clapping robot.
Are you going to let Payne eat anything during this holiday?
I'll think about it.
Can she taste the Wagyu but never have any more?
Yeah, I'll get like a little sliver and it'll like dissolve in her tongue like the old extra strips.
Yeah, but you get like 6 of them, so it burns the inside of her mouth.
I can remember going to the corner shop when we were
Can we
kids.
just before we tell this story, can we just clarify? One, Payne is allowed to eat whenever she wants. Tim does not have the vice
No.
grip over his girlfriend. 2, the thing Tim is talking about are Wrigley's extra thin mints, and they were like sheets of paper that you put on your tongue and they dissolved almost instantly, unless you put lots of them in at once. Then they burn.
I can remember I was hooked on these things, and I got caught out in the rain, like some really heavy rain, and they all stuck together, and I just thought, oh, I'll have them all, why not? I think my mouth hurt for about 3 days.
Very good. Very good. Oh, nice. Oh, that sounds like a very lovely trip. When we got a bit more time, like maybe next week's episode, let's dive into some of the stuff you've booked because it sounds really interesting.
Yeah, I'll kind of pluck a few things out, but I've said to Payne I'm going to make it a point to write down a whole bunch of stuff that we're seeing, that we're doing, stuff that we've experienced. I'm going to be taking photos, posting TikToks. I'm going to have a little social media holiday.
Are we going to have a bum? Are you going to be an influencer for 2 weeks?
Yeah. I even got one of them selfie sticks, like right here.
The thing is, listener, you can't see, but Tim has just whipped out like a high grade selfie stick.
You say high grade? It's got like a stabilizing gimbal on it, but that's about it.
Say no more. Say no more. It's got a stabilizing gimbal on.
Also folds out into a tripod. It's got a clip-off Bluetooth remote.
It's a high grade fucking selfie stick.
Because my other gimbal stopped working, the motor died.
Tim, stop. You're just digging this hole. It's like owning a gimbal is not a normal thing.
No, it's fine for fun holidays. Don't worry about it.
No, it's fine. I'm not saying it's not fine. It's great for you because you enjoy it, but it's not a normal thing. Not everyone has a gimbal knocking about. Stop demonstrating your stabilization to me. I don't care.
Great. Wow. Oh, look,
it'll
it can go on its side. Whoa, it fell over.
Tim just broke his stabilizing selfie stick.
Yeah, it ain't stabilizing right now. Why is it doing that? Hang on. Nope, it's gone floppy. I don't know what it's doing.
So you've broken it 3 days before you got on holiday.
Oh wait, no, it's stuck in the lock upside down. Hang on. There we go. Right, I'll just put it away for now, and maybe I'll break it when I'm over there. Who knows?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Do it live on TikTok, though.
Absolutely, that'll rack up the views.
So, Tim, how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
And how tall is the average Japanese person?
I looked this up the other day. The average Japanese man is 5'4", and the average Japanese woman is 5'2".
Are you?
I'm gonna look like a giant.
Are you gonna go in and they're all gonna think Godzilla is happening?
Is that appropriate?
I just thought of a big giant destroying Tokyo. That's you.
I'm just gonna be up here with my selfie stick completely extended, and it's gonna be completely not worth it.
Tim will have his selfie stick extended, and he'll be so tall that people will think he's there to block out the sun, like Mr. Burns in that episode of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
But no, it sounds great. I do. Was the Godzilla thing bad? I thought it was okay.
I don't know.
It's Japan. Godzilla destroys Japan, and he's a big horrible monster. So that's you.
I know Pete Jacker from BAP has stayed in Japan in Shinjuku, where they have a Godzilla hotel.
Okay.
And the whole thing is that they've essentially put a statue of Godzilla in Shinjuku and built a hotel on it.
Pete's a tall man as well, right?
He's a little shorter than me. I think he's like 6 foot.
All right, Tim, rub it in.
Sorry, I've got to boost it for the bio.
Pete is a tall man. I think he might be as tall as you.
I don't know about that.
Pete is as tall as you, Tim.
I don't know about that.
Stop trying to think you're tall. You're not. You're actually 4'6".
This is why I need the selfie stick.
Do you think Pete towered above the average Japanese citizen?
Probably.
And he stayed in the Godzilla hotel?
Yeah, maybe.
Do you think they mistook him for the statue at any point?
Why is the statue booking a room?
Why is the statue so polite and talking about anime with Sky?
Why is he speaking in English? Why is he speaking at all?
This is getting out of hand. Tim, let's talk about jokes. We're going to keep this episode really short because we have a number of things that we still need to record before you go. But let's do jokes and then we'll talk about some other stuff and then we'll go.
Yeah.
That sound okay?
Yeah. That's pretty funny, to be fair. That joke was weak. I misread that as that's the joke of the week.
Welcome to our joke of the week section where Tim and I tell each other one-liners and in the hope that we make each other laugh. All it might take is a picture of an Arabian sandbar for Tim.
I was just thinking that it'd be really funny if we made the thumbnail for this episode just the regular template for Two Blokes from Blighty, but replace the picture of us with the Sambo.
Consider it done.
Sweet.
The other thing that's making me laugh is as we're saying all of this, my son is still awake, and I can hear him in the other room making dinosaur noises. He's just
thinking about the head of hotel.
Every now and then, all I can hear is "Rah!" Tim, I don't have a set number of jokes because I forgot to do it, so I'm just taking it from a website. How many have you got?
10.
10. Everywhere else there'll be
a Tim.
Okay, you can go first, Tim. Actually, no. Cool. I'll go first.
Oh,
Tim, how'd you sell a deaf man a chicken?
Dunno.
Meaning close. Do you want to buy a chicken?
Jesus Christ, that was so distorted.
Good.
I've been dating this leaf for
Does
a while.
Does that count as a laugh?
I don't know.
Maybe we'll VAR it. Well, let's carry on anyway.
I've been dating this leaf for a while. It's my bay leaf.
Good. I like that one.
Yeah.
I used to date a girl with a lazy eye. Turns out she was seeing someone else the whole time.
Yeah. Optometry joke.
Cool.
Yeah. Apparently someone in London gets stabbed every 52 seconds. Poor bastard.
Wow. What an unpleasant day there.
Imagine getting that job.
Why did the monkey fall out the tree?
Sorry, you might want to do that again. That was really distorted. I don't know if you need to walk the mic back or turn the gain down a bit.
Let's just turn the gain down. It does worry me that I've done the whole episode like this. Is that any better?
That sounds clearer, yeah.
Okay. What, then the whole episode?
Yeah, I think so.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
Why did the monkey fall out the tree?
Why?
Because it was dead.
Makes sense. Can't grip it.
Okay.
What did Kermit the Frog say at Jim Henson's funeral?
What did Kermit the Frog say at Jim Henson's funeral?
Nothing.
So sad.
That is sad. He was a national treasure.
Yeah, but not our nation.
Not our one, no.
I saw an advert through the window that said, television for sale, £1, volume stuck on full. I thought, can't turn that down.
An old one, that one.
It is an old one.
Old one. Why do cows wear bells?
I don't know. Why do cows wear bells?
Because their horns don't work.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I can swallow 2 pieces of string, and when they come out the other end, they're tied together. I shit you not.
I'd be impressed. I'm not sure if I want to see it, but I'd be impressed.
Okay. Maybe I'll send you a TikTok.
What's the difference between a peeping Tom? I'll start that again. What's the difference between
a pomping Tom?
What's the difference between a peeping Tom and a pickpocket?
Go on.
A pickpocket snatches watches.
Yeah. Tim, what's the author of Harry Potter's favorite method of getting down a hill?
It's going to be rolling, isn't it?
Walking.
Oh.
JK, rolling.
Oh. Double twist. 2 punchlines.
Yeah.
A programmer's wife tells him, go to the market and grab an apple, and if they have eggs, grab a dozen. He returns with 13 apples.
You have told that joke before.
Have
I didn't understand it the first time. What did the clock do when it was hungry?
I know this.
It went back 4 seconds.
4 seconds, yeah. Why do sharks swim in salt water?
I don't know.
If they swam in pepper water, they'd sneeze.
That's good. I like that one.
That was very nearly
That's good. What has 2 legs and bleeds?
half a penguin or something, isn't it?
Half a cat.
Yep, there it is. I think I've told that with half a dog.
Yeah, okay.
Women only call me ugly until they find out how much money I make, and then they call me ugly and poor.
That's so sad.
No,
But that nearly got me. What did Robin say to Batman as before they got in the car?
get in the car.
Robin, get in the car.
Yeah. I had a friend whose job it was to circumcise elephants. The pay was lousy, but the tips were huge.
You and I've had that one as well.
Yeah. Well, I got one
Yeah.
last one.
Did you hear about the 2 thieves that stole a calendar?
No,
Each of them got 6 months.
pretty even deal.
Hmm.
I'd like to thank my father for coming. Without him, I wouldn't be here today.
That's good. The reason I laughed is because this joke came up. And I don't know if I want to tell it, but I'm just going to show Tim a picture and see if he laughs.
Fuck's sake.
You
You already know what it is, audience.
Want to read it out?
I still remember the last thing my grandfather said before kicking the bucket. He said, "Hey, you want to see how far I can kick this bucket?" That's pretty funny, to be fair. That joke was weak. I misread that as that's the joke of the week. Just below that joke, Joey, there's a caption that says, "Submitted to Reddit by 1,000 screaming bees."
Yeah.
There's 2 things in this life that are truly certain, according to Oscar Wilde: death and the kick the bucket joke.
On that Reddit post, there is one underneath that joke that says, "Reminds me of the last thing my sister said to me before she drowned. Gobble, globble, 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 globble."
Fucked up.
And then the first response to that was, "Your sister was a Murloc."
My
Um,
homie plays WoW.
Tim, let's talk about something you put on there. Something that a lovely man sent to us.
Oh,
Cocaine
yeah.
eels.
Yeah, so lovely Dan sent us this, and I don't think we've covered it on Two Blokes from Blighty.
It doesn't ring a bell, which surprises me.
Yeah. Headline: Eels are getting high on cocaine in Britain's drug-polluted rivers, say researchers.
I fucking love eels. I like them more now.
I don't know how I'm very indifferent to eels. I'm not really paying any attention to them, but now they're on cocaine.
I'm not paying any attention to eels.
Well, how often are they going to come up in my everyday life?
Eels are fascinating.
Give me 3 facts about eels that you find fascinating about them.
Every single eel in the world comes from the same area on Earth.
Is that true?
Yes. I'm sure I've told you this on
Well, in terms of like a
on-
genealogy thing.
No. They come from, every single one is born in the same area and then they go.
Birmingham.
Yes, Birmingham. No, they're born in the Sargasso Sea. And do you know what's also in the Sargasso Sea?
Go on.
The Bermuda Triangle.
That is interesting, but not because it's an eel fact.
Eels, they might even live in landlocked parts of Europe, yet they will still travel thousands of kilometers over land to get to the Sargasso Sea to spawn.
So, where is the Sargasso Sea? You said it's the Bermuda Triangle.
It's in the big water bit.
Thanks. The big wet bit.
Do you want another fact about eels that's interesting?
Right, I've typed in Sargasso Sea and it's come with a restaurant called Sargasso in Ramsgate.
That's where all eels go to spawn.
Yeah.
Tim, eels have a life cycle, right? Like everything. But
Mhm.
their life cycle is made up, I think it's 5 different parts. And each part of their life cycle, they have a unique body type. And to get to it, no one knows how they change from egg to spawn to eel to other thing to next thing, and then it dies. But people compare it to like Pokemon evolving. They're that different.
That's really interesting.
Yes.
I've learned
Also-
something. How do we think cocaine affects this?
Well, we'll find out in a minute. But hold on. Eels can live up to 155 years in nature, and baby eels are transparent.
Okay.
Now tell me eels are not fucking awesome.
They're pretty interesting. I've just seen a quote from this article that says they found the fish appeared to be hyperactive compared to eels that had not been kept in waters containing cocaine.
It's because they're in water that contains cocaine.
Probably all the cocaine.
Very good. Tim, I've come up with one more joke.
Oh yeah.
Or well, the joke has come up on the page I'm on. I had a conversation with my father. Dad, why is my sister's name Rose?
Oh, this is yeah.
Because your mother loves roses. Thanks,
Mm.
Dad. No problem. Eel facts.
No problem. Eel facts. Okay.
Eels are fucking awesome, Tim.
They're
And
interesting.
the thing
I
is,
never knew that.
those facts that I gave you, they sound made up, but they're not at all.
Why do they call it eelvolution?
That is a good question because it's ridiculous.
Because it's stupid.
Tim, we have a couple of things left on the old running order, but I'll tell you what, I'll reveal one of them, but we'll leave it stewing till next week. And stewing was the choice word there. Last week you challenged me to come up with secret menu options for Two Blokes from Blighty, and I didn't. So let's do that next time.
Yeah.
Final thing before we get out of here, like I said, snappy episode today. Tim, what was our pub quiz question?
Pub quiz question of the week. I've forgotten. Let me find it.
I can't remember either.
What is the largest species of big cat in the world?
Puma,
I'm going to give you 2 more guesses.
leopard,
No,
dog.
not a cat.
Are you talking ever or currently living?
Currently living. I'm not talking like Sabretooth.
Sphinx,
No.
like the Sphinx.
I don't think that's I think that's more of a bit of stonework.
I can't think of any other big cats.
It's a Siberian tiger.
Oh.
Oh.
Cool.
Yep.
What a sour note to end Two Blokes on. Tim, we normally do a whole post-amble bit. Let's not do that this time. Let's just get the fudge out of Dodge.
All right.
See you later.
See ya. Bye.
Hey there, you bastards. We'll see you in a week's time. Bye.
Bye.
I operate through space and time. I infiltrate every part of your mind. Under my influence, I'm fucking hell, let me try that whole thing again. I know what's going at the end, Tim.
I keep looking at the Arabian sand boa. It looks like he's being yelled at by Shah Rishfeld.
That's going at the end.
Oh, I'm sorry. Put it on a coaster.